What is going on, interwebs? Today's topic is getting some head. Not the kind of head you're thinking of. It's a severed head. No Jeffrey Dahmer or Wayne Gacy type of severed head either. We're not talking about killing someone here. We're talking about plunder skulls and how to get them. Because, again, I believe this is like the first time there's actually been a holiday event on the console version of Elder Scrolls. So what I'm about to say applies not only to Xbox users, which is me, but also PS4 users. The Halloween event, which I covered yesterday on how to actually start the fucking thing, because they don't really tell you, unless you check your well, for Xbox, you check your community feeds. And right here in the video, this is all pre-recorded, obviously, because I'm not paying a single bit of attention to anything going on right now. But right here, I'm just waiting for the numbers to be on my side, because not many people might know this, if you wait for the ritual to start, these guys start getting sucked up into the ether. So I was just waiting to see how many would get sucked up into the ether before I could start attacking. And there goes 2, and I think this is when I actually start killing them, because it sucked up a mage and an assassin. So I only had to kill 3 people then, at that point, so... But anyway, today's topic is plunder skulls and how to get them. I covered on how to start the holiday event yesterday, because ZeniMax, unless on the Xbox, I don't know what it is for PS4, unless on the Xbox you checked your community feed, if you're following the game, they linked you to a post in their community feed. But I made the video for people who don't do that. So today I'm telling you how to get plunder skulls, which is basically the lootable shit that you can open, get these awesome hollowjack crafting motifs, and some recipes. I've been getting mostly recipes, though I have gotten some hollowjack pieces. And I've seen some people wearing hollowjack armor, and I gotta say, it looks pretty fucking sweet. Pretty fucking sweet. But plunder skulls are purple loot. They look like tiny hollowed out skulls. They're like the top of them's been cut off, and there's like... It's basically Elder Scrolls Online's version of a Halloween bucket, you know, the tiny little jack-o'-lantern bucket that you put your fucking candy in for Halloween. Well, it's like that, except it's a severed, hollowed out skull. You get them by killing bosses, and 3 ways that have been confirmed by myself are dolmens, the anchors, delves, and I don't know what you would call them, mini-bosses, world bosses, whatever. I don't know what you would call them per se, but I'm gonna just call them mini-bosses. Not bosses that you come across in a story, because those don't count, apparently, but bosses you find out in the world while just exploring. Now, when it comes to dolmens, everyone knows you don't always get the air quote bosses. You know, you don't get the named enemies. But right here, you get these things called dread, whatever. Like this one's a dread Zavali, the other one is a dread flesh Atronach, whatever. The flesh Atronach did not give it to me, but the dread Zavali, whatever the hell you want to call it, the demon thing, it did give me a plunder skull. So you can get plunder skulls from dolmens, and it's a good thing to do, because I think the first time you clear, it might be random, but it seems like the first time you clear a boss and there's the plunder skull, you actually are guaranteed a plunder skull. Because every time I've come to a new boss in a delve or a dolmen or those mini bosses, every time I've come to one I've never faced before, I've always gotten a plunder skull. Otherwise, it's a percentage chance. It's like hit or miss. There for a while, it seemed like I'd get one. Next kill, I wouldn't get one. Then the next one I would, so it was always skipping one. But there for a while, I would kill 2 or 3 and not get one. This part is the Delve Inner Sea Armature, which was in the last video I described on how to actually start the event. But this is in Stone Falls in the Ebonheart Pack campaign. that's the boss for the delve. As I said in the last video, he's in the bottom left-hand corner. Not a super hard boss to kill. But the problem with doing this, you know, just camping a delve boss, and I've seen it in the Ebonheart campaign, playing as a Dominion character. And there's the Plunder Skull. That was my second attempt because I had already cleared this area. So, just word to the wise, that was my second attempt, but I did get one. And I think I'm going to leave the rest of this in, like, so you can actually see it's in Stone Falls and you can see the path I'm taking. But, people camp delve bosses, I've been noticing. And there's one delve that has 2 bosses. I forget exactly where it is, but it's in Stone Falls. It's not too far from Mafala's Rest, which is another delve. It's to the west a bit. West to the left, whichever you want to say. But it's got, like, I think 2 goblins in it or something. It's a cave full of bandits and spiders, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It's not Mafala's Rest exactly, because that one is full of goblins and spiders. But there's another one to the west, and it has 2 bosses in it. And the sheer number of fucking people in that room camping the 2 bosses is outrageous. And I can understand where they're coming from, because there's 2 bosses, you got a higher percentage of chance of getting 1 Plunder Skull, maybe even 2. But the thing about that system is you actually have to put in damage on the boss or you won't get any drops. I don't know if that's to prevent ninja looting, but I mean, if you're by yourself, there is no ninja looting, so I don't know what the hell that's all about. But it's really fucking annoying. And this is the part that I was talking about, the mini-bosses shit. Their icon is like the skull with like the 2 swords. It's like a Jolly Roger, except instead of 2 crossbones, it's cross swords. But this is Shellcracker. Again, this is Stone Falls. This is actually right next to the delve that I just did, so it's an easy farm system. These 3 things in this video are so close together. The dolmen in the beginning is right up the shore from this mini-boss, and right next to this mini-boss is the delve I just did. So that might be an easy farming system, but again, you know, the respawn times is kind of outrageous, and people farming the delves is outrageous, but I mean, that's the system. That's what you have to kill to get the stuff. And there's the Plunder Skull right there. Hope the video helped. If it did, you know, drop a like. If you drop a like, it is extremely, extremely appreciated. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for more daily content for me. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. But, enjoy the Halloween event. It's pretty good. Good luck getting your Plunder Skulls. You're gonna need it. Trust me. Ugh.